This man was more frightening to the Germans than any weapon. He was known for smoking a pipe that even terrified the Nazis. He became a legend for winning all sniper duels and surviving intense artillery and mortar fire with ease. It's no wonder he was so respected and feared. His official name was Semyon Danyilovich Namokonov. Semyon was born on August 12, 1900, in a remote village located in the forests of the Zabaikalsk region. From a young age, he roamed the taiga trails with his father. At the age of 7, he picked up a hunting rifle and learned the art of tracking and hunting, gaining invaluable knowledge, skills, and experience. By the age of 10, Semyon had become a skillful hunter, for which he earned the well-deserved nickname Eye of the Kite. At fairs, the boy enthusiastically sold his hunting trophies, which often included hare pelts, squirrels, sables, and wild boar meat. When he was 19, Semyon got married and had 5 sons and a daughter. To support his large and beloved family, he would confidently go away for long periods of labor. Unfortunately, a great misfortune occurred during one of his absences. His entire family tragically died of measles, which was incurable at that time. The youngest son miraculously survived as the sole survivor. The father began raising his only son with determination. But despite the challenges ahead, the father remained confident that he could provide a bright future for his child. And then he received even more devastating news. Germany had attacked the USSR. Without hesitation, 41-year-old hunter Semyon Danilovich went to the Kalinin front. During his service, Semyon managed to serve in various positions, from cook in the field kitchen to assistant head of the clothing store, a member of the funeral team, and a sapper. After being wounded during a bombing raid and being hospitalized, Semyon was engaged in making crutches for other wounded men. His skills did not go unnoticed, and he was soon transferred to the orderlies, where he impressed everyone with his weapon skills. On an autumn day in 1941, while retrieving another wounded soldier, Semyon noticed a German soldier aiming in his direction. Without a moment's hesitation, the skilled forest hunter loaded his rifle and took a precise shot at the target. Later that evening, his fellow soldiers praised his accuracy, and he was subsequently transferred to the sniper platoon. This marked the beginning of Semyon's incredible journey as a sniper from Zabaikalsk. During the war, Semyon had to use a Mosin 3-line rifle without a telescopic sight. However, in the winter of 1942, he was finally given a rifle with a telescopic sight, which he used until the end of the war. With great excitement, Semyon gathered his soldiers' belongings and brought them to the dugout where the snipers were located. It was great luck that he met a fellow countryman, Togon Sanjaev, among his new comrades in battle. The regiment commander informed Semyon about a German sniper who had already killed 3 soldiers and assigned him, a skilled forest hunter, to take care of the Nazi. His friend Togon joined him on the mission. Togon was a war hero, having taken down 104 Nazis during the war. The comrades found a ruined bunker not far from the front line and spent the entire night removing water from it. In the morning, they impatiently waited for a German sniper to appear. Finally, the enemy appeared in the rifle scope, and Togon confidently opened fire. Semyon was amazed at his comrades' recklessness. Togon only had time to say that he had seen 2 German soldiers before he was shot. After his friend's death, Semyon decided to avenge him and declared war on the Nazis. For several days, he tirelessly searched for the enemy sniper and finally defeated him, avenging his comrade's death. According to the local Transbaikalian hunting tradition, hunters brand their guns after each animal they kill. Semyon was so inspired by this custom that he decided to mark his smoking pipe in the same way. To distinguish between soldiers and officers, he put a period for the former and a cross for the latter. In another fascinating story, Semyon was patiently waiting at his position during the winter when he noticed a group of suspicious German officers. Despite having the opportunity to attack them, he trusted his instincts and decided to wait. Suddenly, a German officer in a general's uniform emerged from the dugout, and all the soldiers gathered around him. With bated breath, Semyon took aim and fired, successfully eliminating the Nazi on the snowy battlefield. Later, the soldiers learned from the captured Germans that it was a general from Berlin. He had come to familiarize himself with the situation on the German-Soviet front. The general was to make a detailed report of what he had seen and report to Hitler personally. According to the captured Nazis, Semyon was a highly regarded figure in their trenches, earning the nickname Siberian Shaman. He even had a bounty on his head. Semyon was always well prepared, carrying ropes and shards of mirrors to his sniper position, which he used to taunt the fascist snipers. In fact, he would even tie the ropes to the helmets on a stick. Semyon is a true master of the forest, using his special horsehair shoes to move silently and outmatch anyone in cunning and camouflage. Once Semyon tracked a Nazi sniper for several days. The enemy was very experienced and cunning, but Semyon turned out to be more cunning and clever. He fixed a second rifle in a trench not far from his position and tied a rope to its trigger. On the second day, in the attic of one of the houses, Semyon noticed a moving board. It was decided to check the place. Semyon pointed his rifle at the gap with the strange board and gently pulled the string. There was a loud shot. From the roof of the house, the Nazi fired back. Semyon saw the enemy's shot and hit him. The front commander was promptly informed of this heroic incident and decided to show his appreciation by sending Semyon a gift, an exquisite ivory smoking pipe. The sniper was so grateful for the gift. Semyon did an amazing job marking the destroyed fascists on the pipe, but unfortunately, it didn't last long. The Nazis eventually found Semyon's ambush location and started shelling him with mortars. Despite being wounded by mine splinters, the brave sniper continued to fight on. One of the splinters even split the pipe, but in the end, the sniper's determination and bravery prevailed. The Nazis deployed their top forces to eliminate the elusive sniper, but Semyon seemed to be under a spell. Here's another story from the battlefield. During another duel with a sniper, Semyon emerged victorious and crawled to the defeated enemy. To his surprise, he found a young woman in a stained camouflage jumpsuit lying in the grass, with fresh blood caked on her long blonde hair. Semyon felt sorry that he had killed such a beautiful girl, but this was an enemy who spared no one. His unwavering commitment to his homeland is truly inspiring. The Nazis repeatedly tried to recruit the elusive sniper through loudspeakers, but Semyon remained steadfast in his desire for peace in his country. In August 1945, he bravely killed 8 enemy soldiers and officers in battle, for which he received a well-deserved award: a sniper rifle, binoculars, and a horse. By command order, Semyon, as a great war hero, was allowed to cross all borders on his way home without any inspections or stops. According to confirmed data, during the war years, the forest sniper killed an impressive number of Hitler's soldiers and officers, 368 people. For the entire war, Semyon received 9 wounds and 2 contusions. Articles and books were even written about his heroics. People sent him letters from various parts of the world, proving that his story touched many hearts. Semyon received a letter from Hamburg with an inquiry from a woman about her son Gustav Ehrlich. The woman asked if there was a mark on Semyon's tube about her son's death, and if a man of great merit prayed for his victims. Semyon replied without hesitation,
"Honored woman, it is quite possible that the pipe I smoked at the front had a mark on it about your son as well. During the war, I encountered many robbers and murderers, but I did not memorize their names. I fought against fascist soldiers near Leningrad with unwavering determination and eliminated them without mercy. If you, German women, had witnessed the atrocities committed by your sons in Leningrad, you would have been appalled."
Semyon Danilovich was always a modest and kind man, and when he returned to his homeland, he found love and got married. His wife bore him 7 sons and 2 daughters, such a big family. Sadly, on July 15, 1973, the renowned sniper passed away. However, his legacy lives on, and the local museum has dedicated a special exhibition to this great man, featuring his notebook and legendary sniper rifle. People like Semyon Danilovich prevented the fascists from walking at full height on our land and forced them to crawl. Eternal memory.